Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name, of course, is Connie, joined here today with Chase, who is currently texting his girlfriend mid-transition, having a good one, and clearly smiling his arse off. Welcome back. It's been 3 days.
Did you say girlfriend? No, this is just Crone. He was telling me some really juicy information about possible changes to
Oh, Intel Crone.
Ravens.
Well, I mean, obviously, a lot's happened in the past 3 days. I mean, obviously, after September 13th, the free agents were kind of scrambling to see who, where, why, when, and how they were going to go. And a couple big things. We're going to start with Dashi. Dashi now is confirmed for Huntsman 2021, alongside Envoy, Formal, and Scump, which, of course, is a pretty devastating lineup, but a questionable one, Chase, in the sense of that Dashi left Optic in terms of disrespect. He did not respect the game. He didn't really respect the team in the sense of actual playing. He actually quit near the end of the season, which is seen as a snub, really, but, you know, nonetheless, healthy relationships can be maintained outside from him, but as a competitor, Dashi, if he doesn't like what he wants to do, then he's not going to do it, and that's kind of snubby, in a sense, Chase, wouldn't you say?
Unfortunately, you know, it's how the cookie crumbled, and I think this has probably happened before in like previous Call of Duties, just nothing's necessarily ringing the bell, and it's a big shame to see something like this happen, especially in the first year of the CDL being, you know, franchising existing and all, with all this legitimacy and respect and these solid contracts. You know, again, it puts a bit of disrespect on some of the players' names, you know, and it's not just him that's sort of like sullied a bit of it. You're also looking at the fact that, you know, obviously the whole Wuskins and Scrap situation, more so Wuskins, with being so invested in the Warzone as well, maybe led to, you know, all these extra ways of making money potentially, you know, put him down in terms of his efforts in the game, kind of like Dashi sort of, you know, looking more to the next COD and giving up on this one.
Also, more of Wuskins and Scraps, though, is that they don't really care what happens in the sense. Of course, they had a great year. They finished 4th, secured $450,000 for the team, and actually made a good losers run for London, which I'm very proud of. They are still going to get stampled on by people who more or less will throw dirt on their name and, you know, refuse the placings that they want to get for next year. And that's what you saw, and that's why they didn't really get what they wanted, but they deserve it more nonetheless. They are literally top 20 players in the league last year. Wuskins as well as Marksman of the Year voted by the fans. I can't really fault either of them, so I don't know why this has happened, but, you know, this is definitely more of a friendship scheme. It definitely is something to do with how the players want to make it work, but the rosters, they look devastating. So if people like Wuskins and Scraps are getting flushed out, can only mean one thing: Challengers is going to get a lot juicier next year. But touch on that later. Rocker wiped their team, have now assembled 4 new guns in Accuracy, Major Maniac, Priester, and Attach. Now, I'm excited for this team specifically. Why are you, Chase?
I love this team. I really, really think that this team has a ton of promise, especially back now in a 4 versus 4 meta. A bunch of veterans coming together to put together like almost like I feel like this is seems like an all-star team, and they're definitely going to be a top 3 in my opinion going into the next season.
Yeah.
With the way things are and the teams are right now, they're looking like they're a top 3 pick for me to make a difference and be one of those difference-making new teams. I am not too happy about it being a Toronto Ultra fan. They are our team's rivals, Minnesota Rocker. So, you know, the battle for the North is just going to be a lot more heated now with this arguably better roster of 4 than their 5-man roster they had last season, for sure.
Well, their 5-man roster last season were Latin contenders. I think they got a top 2 back-to-back. You know, they dominated. It's just online, obviously. It didn't really work out so well. That's why they felt the necessary change for Gary V to wipe the team and get some new guys in. But the new guys are pretty good. I won't lie to you. He is juicing them up. I mean, I've always respected Preston and Dylan, especially as players. And both of them are going to fill sub-roles. And realistically, the question was behind why bring in Accuracy and Major when they play the same role. Well, Mike was a flex in Black Ops 4. Don't remember, but Morks was your guy in the AR, and he was a very good flex, Mike. So he did AR for this card. But then again, all comes down to it. What leading into it though, Arcites has now joined Atlanta FaZe. alongside Celium, Simp, and Abizi, and is now going to run Many for the rest of the year. Of course, by his wish, Chase. Now, RCT's joining FaZe. Are we a bit happy with that? Are we a bit sad with that? How are you really taking it?
I think seeing RCTs on FaZe actually, it's going to be really, really scary for all the teams in the league. I feel like the Terrors already, they're just such an insanely strong close quarter team with the Terrors and with Celium. And giving them an AR that's as nasty as RCT's that can just run free reign over the heads, not just protecting his teammates, not just protecting them, but also having free reign when their teammates are just jumping straight into the spawns. Him as an anchor as well, very strong as well. I don't know. In the end, I think that this RCT's pickup is probably... I feel like FaZe is going to look stronger than Chicago with the difference in terms of the pickups. I definitely do see the FaZe pickup being more of a win for them than Optic's pickup of Dashy. Obviously, Dashy not coming from FaZe, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean.
Sort of. I mean, I think it was Huntsman that got Dashy. Optic are still looking for their team read to secure the season. I'm looking more into. I'm more into looking how other teams are going to fill out. I want to see how London fills out. I want to see how New York fills out. I want to see Clace's announcement soon, whether or not he does join New York. I think we want to see him have a happy ending going into this COD. Despite being cut short mid-world champ, Clace an absolute gem of a human being. I think the excitement, though, I'm looking forward to a lot of challenger players coming up. I'm looking forward maybe to seeing Insight in the league next year, potentially. Standy, Diamond Con, maybe even someone from War, maybe if Afro can get a spot. But one player that really is ringing bells across the scene is a man called Hydra, and he is probably going to be starting for Paris Legion next year, or so Intel Crone says. Hydra, if you didn't know, is a very gifted French player. Played for Train Hard, got top 8 in the EU Challengers, which doesn't really reflect his play style, but he dominated for a large portion. And Paris has lacked a lot of French talent. I mean, Berezi was the only player that was franchised to them last year. Now going into this year, they're looking to really bolster the French attack, and they're looking to bring in some different people because that was another team that squad wiped, Chase.
Very, very interested to see how the rumored pickup of Pred does as well. Yeah. Seeing as he's probably to me, I think that he's gonna be the newest APAC star to come out of the scene since obviously Dens last year, I believe, or a few years ago. Dens and Luca and the people that were on Paris. It's interesting. You're looking at sort of a, how do I want to say this? A French-Australian hybrid for the Paris Legion. I don't know if I really like, if I'm sold on the Aussies yet. I understand, maybe give them a representation, give that region a representation in the CDL. But just so far, after last year's performance and stuff, I feel like you really need to jump. You need to really jump into having more, players from EU and A. Round out your team, then go for majority in terms of Aussies. I didn't think it worked as well last year. But, like you said earlier with the Rocker, they were a LAN team. Paris was doing really good at the beginning of the season when there was LAN. So now when you looked at online, they just weren't performing well. I don't know. You give me your thoughts on that one.
Paris started off hot, kind of dipped the rest of the year. I mean, that's just what I saw, really. I respected a lot of them, though. I thought Zeb was pretty good, and Dens especially. Dens especially deserves to get re-signed this year. Not sure Dens is going to go, though. Probably to London. Maybe. We'll see. I know Shawnee Stedman, he's main AR, but we'll see how the COD plays out. I think a lot of young people, though, a lot of amateurs that are coming up, and I'm quite excited for them to see where they're going to be shining and grinding. But I think more or less looking into the actual transition stage, we are of course in ALG, which of course is an amateur league, of course is rewarding these players with prize money, and of course had some pretty good games last week. Now Chase, you ran these stats before, talking about a lot of the MVPs with me off camera, but what are we saying so far about a lot of the players and what you're liking?
We got some crazy stats coming in through from last week. What do we want to hear first? Do we want to hear team standings? Do we want to hear MVP candidates already? Who's got the most match or series MVPs, or who's got the
Let's start with
the highest KDs in the league?
Standings and maybe KDs. We'll cut to the
team
other two
standings.
later.
Do you want? You wanna take a guess, stab at the teams up at the top?
ADS,
Yep.
Violence.
Oh, actually, yeah. ADS. Yep. So ADS is in fifth. Team Violence, Innovate, and Authentic are going to be rounding out your top teams in terms of first place right now, due to
Yeah.
the fact that they all have no maps lost. Dawn of Chaos, they're going to be in at fourth, with their 3-1 in terms of map ratio, but a win as well from last week.
Yeah.
And then you got your bottom teams. Those are going to be the teams Vast Unity, at number 6, 302 Esports at your number 7, and then tied up at the bottom is going to be Team Clarity, Team KGK, and Onslaught Gaming.
Not too bad at all.
So yeah, today's it's interesting. You're gonna have 302 Esports looking to get themselves their first win so far in the league, and then you're looking at ADS Gaming looking to get the win here, put themselves in that 2-0 spot in terms of their record, and up at the top of the standings to start this week.
Well, to start this week, we have, of course, ADS versus 302. One team's very dominant. The other team, we'll see. We will see. Yet to see anything major from 302. But, week 2, everyone's settled in a little bit. A lot of these teams that lost last week probably will grow up a little bit, get some sense, get some kills, get some good maps in. That is just how the script is composed, Chase.
Yeah, unfortunately, for the sides of these blue teams and like the blue colored teams in our
Yeah.
league, I know you were looking at that one. They're just not doing too well right now. But hopefully, we can see maybe 302 start that and be the first team to be like 1-1 in the season. But let's move on over to league MVP candidates right now. So this is obviously it's really early on, but these are what we have right now. We're gonna have ourselves at G all the way at the top from Team Violence with his 1.96 KD. He was the MVP of his series for Team Violence last week, getting himself 2 map MVPs. Getting himself 2 map MVPs, apart from which his team also got 3 maps, won in their series, dropping none, I believe. Fuzz, he's going to be at number 2 for Innovate. Same sort of stat line there, except obviously lower KD. That's the difference maker in that one. Chronic's going to be rolling in at number 3. Then Tress. Then User, who has recently changed his name from User to, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, has changed his name to, was it Q3 No, that's not what it is.
You're so
Killua.
confusing getting these names right.
Killua. That's what he's changed his name to, Killua. Like the anime character, but you don't know. Then VL from Authentic, Mezzy from Dawn of Chaos, True from Innovate, Z Songs from Team Violence, and then last but not least, we have Lemonese. And let me tell you, Connie, we got ourselves, I think, 3, if not 4 substitutes, all from last week that have made their way into this top 10 players to watch.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I think the KD's on next up, of course. I was pretty interested. There was a lot of them. I'm pretty sure players.
Who do you think has the best KD right now in the league?
Who do I think is the best KD?
I want you to guess.
Probably Creamy.
Who?
Probably Creamy.
Creamy? Oh my lord! Don't even get started on him.
I love him.
Don't even get started on him. Nothing but love to Creamy, my dude. Don't worry.
Probably G. I'd say G was really good in the first. I think the first game we watched, G probably was probably I think he had like a 2 or a 3. I don't know why. But who do you think it is?
The person at the top actually is VL from Authentic with a astonishing perfect 2 KD. 2. And then following him was G at 1.96. So just a little bit off there. Just a little bit off behind Authentic. But the team actually that has the best KDs in terms of as a whole has the most names on here is actually Dawn of Chaos, who came in and played their match to end off last week with a hot 3-0, I believe, in that one.
I think Dawn of Chaos though. I think was it Dawn of Chaos 3-2? Was that the series?
Might have been 3-1. I have to double check that.
So I thought 3-0-2. I thought 3-0-2 got a map.
3-1.
Yeah.
They had a 3-1. It was a 3-1.
And who was that against?
That was against 3-0-2.
Decent. Well, they're playing today. So if 3-0-2 can get 3-0, I'll shut up. I will shut up. I want to see them get 3-0. Because I've been talking and talking.
Well,
I would like to just get a little breather in. But so far, I think anything we're really worried about right now, we're just trying to get our host sorted, of course, get a good host, so that we can have both these teams on a neutral playing field and having a good time. Not really sure what's going on though, Chase. Can you update us now as to when do you think the match will get going?
Yeah, we just need to get a hold of the tech on the side of the hosting service that we're using, and he will look to sort us out, and we'll get into the action as soon as possible. I'm sorry, chat, for blue balling you guys. But we'll get this action to you guys as soon as possible. Connie, take us to a break, please.
No worries. It's all good. Right, when we're back, of course, we'll be having the gameplay. And, of course, mine and Chase's voices will be on full display. Stay tuned. Take care. Be back very shortly with the first game. And we are back with no more technical difficulties, we hope, as now we're going to be heading into the first map. And Chase, what is the map set going to be today?
Today, Colin, we're going to be starting off things with a Gunrunner hardpoint, moving into an Arklov Peak, then another Gunrunner, a Hackney Yard, and rounding it all off with that Search and Destroy Petrograd if we get the wonderful, but lucky
still no Piccadilly.
Petro.
Still no Piccadilly. That's all. I'm baffled.
Yeah, we need that Piccadilly. And without that, we haven't casted every map in the series yet, or every map in the possible in the league though. Yeah, we're short that Piccadilly.
Well, then again, we'll get to it at some point. More or less, we've just been relaxing and vibing. I'm just figuring out right now as to where these teams are going to go and what we're going to be seeing, because I want all these graphics to be looking nice when we actually load into gameplay, and I cannot see a single glimmer of life. I think we're going to be starting very shortly. We should be. Okay, nice one. But as far as it goes, CDL's popping off. We're popping off. I think this match is going to pop off. It's going to be 302 ADS Gaming. I'm a little bit more on the side of 302 today. I want to see them get a good 3-0. I want to see them get a 3-0, but they're going up against a team that literally, well, demolished their...
We're right now we're just waiting on one more player to join the lobby that wasn't in before, but other than that, you know, we got ourselves the normal rosters that these teams look to have entered the league in. Obviously, there's going to be one big difference for those of you that witnessed the 302 game last week, and that's going to be that Creamy has been put on the bench, it looks like, if not fully exited the team, and instead in place is going to be Kierno, I believe we're going to call him that. Kierno, he has a 3, and I believe you're going to pronounce that like an E, so Kierno.
Bueno.
So it's going to be Busky, Kierno, Melts, Convex, and Crack, who round out the roster for 302 for this week, looking to bounce back. And then on the side of ADS Gaming, we have the familiar faces of Dawn, Hyper, User, who is now known as Killua, and Naruto, and then Aim.
Oh, Naruto is a boy. He is a boy. He's good at the game. He's alright.
Yeah. It's interesting, you know, like they have 2 anime characters on their roster.
But I can't seem to actually figure out either one, so it's all fun and games.
One more, and they might just need to make their own anime show for themselves. So do an anime Call of Duty montage.
It'd be quite cool. Imagine Call of Duty, but in anime graphics.
Oh, for sure. Imagine
Definitely
JoJo.
a game. Definitely a game.
Imagine some like anime music hyping up like a Call of Duty match. That'd be hilarious.
Well, that's what we want to see.
Pretty hilarious.
That's all fun and games. We like to see that.
Yeah. So, people in chat, what do you guys think? Who do you guys have as the team you guys pegged to win it?
Realistically, you got to go with ADS. You have to go with ADS.
We're gonna step back to multiplayer, the multiplayer menu, so that they can get their guy in. Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, they're missing one.
Gosh.
End the game. We're not even in the game yet. We're in a lobby.
In the lobby.
We're in a lobby. It's very
Just trying to get the bot to move us out back into the open world, as some call it. It's unfortunate.
We forgive. We forgive it all.
We had the privacy on public, and Dawn wasn't accepting my invites. What's up, Dawn? You trying to torch time there?
Invite Lemonade. We gotta invite Lemonade.
Who's coming in?
Lemonade.
Well, the bot says it's getting us out of here, so.
Oh, he's on Xbox. Is he on Xbox? Yeah, some of these guys are actually on Xbox, so. Ooh. Rough times. Rough times indeed. Interesting.
We're gonna restart the host just because of issues that the
Yeah.
host is having right now. So we're gonna back out of the lobby, and while we get these technical difficulties resolved once again, folks, we deeply apologize for the lateness of this match, but we will get you guys the action nonetheless.
We will indeed. Good news. Good news. We have gameplay. We have gameplay. The issues are fixed. Chase is happy. I'm even happier. Let's get it rolling. Now, how actually... Well, it's a giant bug in my room. Hold on 1 second. Let me just try and shoo it away. Chase, take over now whilst I fight this thing.
We are going to get ourselves into map number 1 here after a long break of technical issues and just time filled by me and Connie whacking off banter. And now we are going to get ourselves into this match. It is loading in 10 seconds in the countdown timer. And this is going to be Hardpoint Gunrunner. Let's fudge and go, folks.
Well, that was the plan originally, but now you bring it up again. Let's actually get it rolling. So, of course, 302, of course, being 0-1 in the league right now, ADS looking to extend it to 2-0, and it's going to be very, very gorgeous and very, very tight all the way through. Now, looking at the break so far, ADS needs to flip out really good here, but 302 winning the initial gunfights, keeping them back. It should be a bit hard for them, Chase, to actually break through.
We're gonna be seeing a looks like a close hold right now, or at least both teams here have kind of drawn lines in the sand in the mini map and around this point, and it's gonna be all up to 302 to hold these spawns. They spawned out on the good side here by P2, so let's see how well they can hold when you have a player like Naruto looking to be a thorn in your team's side over by Cole. He gets taken out, and we're gonna be jumping on here with, it looks like, ADS Lemonade. We've been on with him for a bit here, moving around to Crack, then Melts, as Codcaster's still figuring out which player we want to jump to, but there we go, we got Melts, and he's going to look to try to take away some of these players that are going to be looking to sneak in behind his team's lines, and look to really disrupt those spawns that they have right now. Perfect spawns for P2, as the players got through bathroom and are now going to be looking to overtake these spawns area. Can the first gunfight go the way of Convex? That's a big one. If he lost that one, that would have been detrimental here to holding these spawns here. But over on the side of Cole, there's a ton of red arrows that are now getting in there. And as the hill has rotated over to P2, now we're going to see it's also going to be contested. So Connie, bring us this gunfight. Bring us this action that is happening in front of us.
Well, 302 right now have had an excellent initial off of that P2 there and actually kept ADS in the back for the most of that. But looking at the contest, I mean, obviously ADS broke through. Very interesting split push, and of course ADS now opting to rotate early. Nobody is going to fight for scrap. They're all pushing round. They're all going to rotate early, and it's going to be quite comfortable for them to get a good setup here. But then again, number 2, Crack, he's going to try and break through and get some coverage here, which he nearly did there. But then again, position's been called out there for ADS, dropping down 302. I think it's going to be hard for 302 to break through here unless they make something special here. And so far, Querno, the guy coming in 8-8, replacing Creamies. Some said he couldn't do it. Well, right now he's doing it, and that was a very wise decision there for 302 to get him in on this new match. But then again, ADS themselves, I'd say you're looking more at a closer game than the first week of 302's performance. ADS actually are getting challenged here, and it's very tight so far on the Gunrunner. All they need to do is keep it calm and collected. But then again, number 8, Hype, is actually watching the flank. Now, what he needs to do here really is hold it for a bit longer, maybe watch the mid, because then again, 302 players are splitting up a little bit and, you know, taking their time. They can do that, they can afford that. But Chase, back to you again. I'm looking forward to how P4 is going to play out and how ADS are going to set for this one.
Yeah, right now I'm just looking at the guns, and it looks like the side of ADS are going to be playing a 4AR, 1 submachine gun loadout sort of combination, along with their opponents here not playing the same thing at all. They're going to be running, this is a flip side of 3 submachine guns to 2 ARs. So I wonder how the difference is going to be made here with the less ARs, more subs to the side of 302. As I'm saying that though, a sub is now going to be pulled out by AIM on the side of ADS. So, you know, things are close. What do you think? Do you think 3 ARs make a better combination than 3 subs on this map, Con?
No. If you're running 30mm mags, I don't know why you put 3 ARs out. Realistically, Chase, that's all I've got to say for that one. Safe.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, as both these teams seem to still be sort of neck and neck, even though the score is a bit one-sided by a few points here, like 20 to 30 points now. It is rather close in the kills department. You're looking at both teams having at least 3 players, if not 4, all close, tight to each other. The only one right now that's looking like you might go 4 and 26 is going to be Crack. But you know, if Crack can just pick up his pace, grab himself some time on the hill, make use of something other than just the kills and other than his KD, then maybe, just maybe, his team will continue to work on into a win on this first hardpoint map. But let's get straight into this action. Connie, bring us some of the action on the hill so we can be a little more entertained.
Well, so far, no action on the hill. It's all happening around P1 and Co. We're looking a little bit more comfortable, but then again, Crack, 6 and 12, 20 seconds. He's just sort of being a bit more of a router at this point in time, just kind of getting positions that you don't want to get if you're on the side of ADS. He's sort of slipping by and getting some coverage that I like to see. But as far as it goes, both teams sort of scrambling around for P1. Not really seeing much use of the smoke stone. I'm going to bring this up quite a lot now because Kuerno and Lemonade aren't throwing them at all. I mean, you need, as a smoke player, your tactical needs to be thrown out every single life. And right now, it's not being touched. You need to smoke out of that hill, get some coverage, but right now, they're not utilising that strategy. They're going to let 302 push through water, push through coal, and just take you out, really. That's what's going to happen. Call-outs are going to come in. Players will set up around the hill, but Lemonade will enter a gunfight here and win it. Fortunately enough, Melts now has to go and reach out. But then again, you're going to see a lot of gunfights happen here through Bathroom, and I can't really call it too far, but 302 take a nice 30-point lead here, Chase. And that comes down to the P2 and who can get there first. But number 2, Crack, is going to cause some issues again. He's routing early.
Yeah, there's the P2 hill is in control right now by 302 in terms of the spawns, but there's 2 arrows to match the 2 arrows that 302 had, and those players are able to cover up. 302 looking like a totally different team, I want to say, from the last time we saw them last week. And you know, their new addition is doing the lights, doing such a great job, and with, you know, filling the hole that the guy had previously, and of course bringing his team up in this sort of hard point, sort of a hard carry here. Gonna look to get himself his first map MVP in his first map of the ALG League. As we're on with Melts, who himself has himself a 1 kill streak. Not too shabby there, as a few other players on his team are building their own kill streaks. You got yourselves two kill streak players at the moment. A lot of action over in front of the point here, as the point itself, it's still going to continue to be all blue, but scrap time now looks like it's going to get cut down with an axe. And that axe being red from ADS, as 302 going to look to now play on the rotation for the next hill.
This is exactly what you want.
They're also well ahead, yeah, 167 to 105. They can definitely do so, and that's what they're going to do, and they're going to get that hill to go their way in such a comfortable time.
Alright, so right now, 70-point lead of 302. Amazing stuff if you're a 302 fan, because they're playing it absolutely correct. They're actually letting ADS fight for scraps and winning the initial 15 off those 20 seconds. And as well as that, they're rotating early. They're taking out ADS's 1 route player, that being Naruto. It's very difficult for ADS to catch up now at this point. You know, 302 can win off the next 2 hills realistically. They need 4 or 5 to actually get something going. I mean, ADS right now, just about contesting these hills. They want to win them though at this point, and nobody is supporting Naruto. Naruto needs help. The ARs of ADS are starting to struggle, and again, 302 will probably take this map number 1 quite convincingly, dare I say, because ADS aren't looking that great. Chase.
I haven't been this convinced since the other day when I was at court. I'm not going to talk obviously about what, but may I say though that you look over at ADS and, you know, their numbers are still, I want to say they're still great. Genuinely, for a team that's losing, you would expect, especially if they're losing by 100 points, you'd expect that their numbers wouldn't look that well or that good, but they are still rather respectable on the side of ADS. The team doesn't seem to have changed much. It just really, to me, I believe it's just their opponents have just seemed to just step it up a ton and have learned their lessons from the last series they had in the ASG League, or ALG League. My apologies there, but 302 definitely stellar performance here. Not looking like a 302, looking definitely like 200% here.
Bit more pace, bit more composure. Convex throw it down a little 6-3 just to end off, I do believe, this game. But then again, P5 is going to go in favour of ADS. They don't need to hold a perfect P1 after this, and the odds on that chase are 1 in 20. So, good luck to ADS. Then again, you got user right here, aka Killua, just kind of just chilling in the hill, taking things very slowly. But unfortunately, Furio 2 coming in too quick, taking you down, controlling you, and taking you back to the lobby. Now and then again, it looks as though Furio 2 will close it out, which they do. A very comfortable and convincing win, 250, 130. It's quite close to their chase, but then again, we definitely knew that Furio 2 could bring it back this week, which they have done right now. So fair play. 1-0, Furio 2.
Yeah, I was rather happy to see this. I genuinely was happy because it's not just the fact that the underdog has come out victorious to start off the series, but it also makes me feel like a possible 5-map series is on the cards for us.
Well, 5-map series, I'd say more probably a 3-1 or a 3-0. I think that 3-0-2 looking a bit too good. So this should be a little bit of a whitewash, in my honest and humble opinion, taking this 3-0.
We don't know yet, but what we do know is Arklov Peak Search and Destroy is coming up next, Connie, and we know how you love that one.
Shut up. I do not want to see that map ever again, but I'm seeing it again for 2 more months, so I'm already drained, I'm already taken out. Definitely is...
Tell us a bit about maybe your idea, your take, or not necessarily idea, but what's your take on Arklov Peak and how these teams in the ALG League have so far been playing it, and what they could maybe do to, play it better?
Stop relying on your snipers. Stop pushing up A trench. Stop pushing B with 1 round or 5-5. Stop pushing B with a bomb. Because everyone's done that now so far. Don't run about. There's a lot really you could do. I won't lie to you. I've lost hairs. I actually lost hairs having nightmares over that map. So seeing these teams play it is only making them worse.
Well, on the other hand, I myself love seeing the sniper come out on Arklov Peak Search and Destroy. And I don't know about you guys in chat, but I hope you guys enjoy the sniper gameplay that's to come. I know for a fact that from ADS that they gave the sniper before to Lemonese, if I remember correctly. And then on the other side for 302, I'm not quite sure we saw them play with a sniper in their Search and Destroy maps that they played in their series last week. So it's interesting to see who they run as their sniper. And it's going to be interesting to see how these teams also, what they bring to this Arklov Peak, and maybe switch things up, maybe give us some cool new, bomb takes or bomb retakes. What's your take on this one? What's your score in the end for this one and your prediction for this Search and Destroy?
ADS 6-4. ADS 6-4. Feeling it.
I'm going to say for this one, I'm going to go with 302, win this one 6-2. I'm saying 302, 6-2. That's what I'm going to go with. You would go with ADS. I'll go with 302. You looking at me confused. I'm looking at you, Blue. That's just what it is. Nothing's really new. I'm gonna shut up, and we're gonna get ourselves into this gameplay soon, as Connie's gonna take over from me because I have to go to jail because I made a rhyme, and so I gotta do the crime.
There's no need for that, darling. The only thing that you need to be taken away with your fashion taste, my friend. The fashion police will be around your house in 15 minutes tops. Christ almighty. Let's get that sorted, son. But one thing we can sort out, of course, the first round of Arklov Peak, and I'm going to be on board right now with the guys in blue. That's going to be 302. Then again, Crack right now carrying bomb. They actually are going to take a B this time. Very interesting off the break. But then again, if you look at ADS, they're actually prepping for an A pinch. But look at the pace of 302. They've actually done something very innovative here, and actually prepared themselves here for a strong push all the way through. But then again, now ADS know where they're going to be. The player on window going to catch them off, but then there's 3 dead right there. Make it 4 dead. Unfortunately, That was a good move, executed, but then again, ADS watched it and just got those initial gunfights. A team pushing through one corridor chase, probably not the smartest of ideas, because this can happen.
I don't know what you're talking about. I love lining up with the rest of my teammates. We're totally gonna work as a team in a line, and you know, the closer we are together, the better we are at playing together and cutting down teammates.
No, you're absolutely right. These players need to spread out, play better angles, and be able to cover more ground. The closer and more bundled they are in together, leads them to obviously getting, hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Definitely shafted.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. But what I do need to bring up to you guys is the fact we got 2 snipers on this map, and it looks like I said before, Lemonade is going to be rocking the sniper for this side of ADS. And it's going to be a 3 versus 3 right now in this situation, actually 4 versus 3, as ADS was able to get themselves 2 early picks on this search and destroy round. But 302 going to answer back. That's going to be a 2-2 right now. Not 2-2, 3-3 in lives right now, as the sniper on this side of 302 actually down. So Lemonade going to be the sole sniper at the moment, while his teammate's going to be able to clean up another kill. That's going to be a 3 versus 2. Make that a 3 versus 1, as the player number something, that's going to be Naruto, is going to get himself a nice 2-piece, and then ADS is going to win out that round, and they're going to go up 2-0, and it's looking like my prediction is not going to be correct so far today.
Yeah, we'll see. You've got 10 more rounds to decide really what's going on. But as far as things go, very confident with the sniping ability of Lemonade in this map, and I don't think that ADS having a bit more time together, they'll have more strategies and more approaches to this map. Being that it is for some reason adored by these teams, I don't see why, but for some reason it's their choice and they're going to run it. As far as ADS goes though, we're looking a little bit more composed. They're going to go for more of a B orientated defense, but then again, their attack is going to be more towards A. They're going to situate and probably push up trench a little bit here and get something going, but Nade's come in and Crack is taken down. Momentum's still in the favour of 302 as they're going to push up A here, but unfortunately 3 quick kills coming for ADS. That's Naruto there, currently 6-0, now of course dying, but good, well, very good initial 3 rounds there for him. Now it's going to be a 4v2. Bum down. Hype's got the power position here. He can take out 2 realistically, because they're only supporting each other, they're not really supporting all these other angles where they're going to push up. But pardon me. Then again, they're looking more into covering this mid here. Hype finds 1, dips back, number 3, melts, gonna go in for a chow, 0 kills, looking a little bit hungry, hasn't had his dinner. Will he see Hype there in the trench? Not too sure, but the sniper, he will favour it, and he will find it. Hype takes down, well, Hype is taken down there by melts. Now, of course, in the 1v2, will he do it? I'm not too sure. You've got Kill over here who can push up and, well, pull off a nasty pinch, but then again, Bomb needs to go down, they need to check it, and I think, well, your guy right there, Aim, is going to be covering that basis right there. And right there is the gunfight, and there's the win. ADS 3 rounds up off the break chase.
3 quick ones. The search and destroy, it's going by fast, even though there are some lulls in the rounds when obviously 302 get left down in a 1 versus 3 situation, or 1 versus 4, 1 versus 5. You know how it is. Yeah. But when there's always that one last player left, sometimes it can really drag on the round a little further than anticipated. But so far, things have been really fast. ADS Gaming coming out hot with these 3 rounds. Let's see how much more they can string together, and if they can get the first 6-0 in the league, if I remember correctly. ADS Gaming looking great. They got their nades getting tossed out. They're using their utility, unlike the utility players you made a point of out last time around, the smokers. Not really using them much in that search in the hard point. This time around, the search and destroy though, utility galore, as ADS is going to get themselves 2 big kills. 1 kill going to get traded over for 302, kind of like some rounds earlier on. And it's just another deja vu round right now, as ADS, they're going to have the lives lead. They're going to be on defense, or no, not defense. They're going to be on offense now, and looking to plant this bomb. But right now, Boo Hokey, or Busky is actually in such a great position to take out this player that's going to be snaking up from the rubble, the meteorite, whatever you want to call that explosion spot, the hole in the ground. He's going to spot the shadow of the player running over to grab that bomb plant, and he's not going to take him out before the plant can go through. The shots are going to come through, though, and that's going to be a traded kill for kill, as we're still going to see ADS with the life lead here. It's a 3-2. Make that a 3 versus 1. It's all down to one player, and that's going to be it, as ADS shut out another round in this search and destroy. They're bringing us. They might be bringing us that first 6-0. Are you in favor? Are you believing that
Well,
this 6-0 can be accomplished here?
I said that they would win it. So I don't see why not to outreach there and call for a 6-0 chase. The only thing really that I can say to you right now is that an absolute masterclass coming in from Naruto. Absolute masterclass, 7-1. This is really good if you're him. He's feeling pretty confident. He's getting coverage. 302 have got, well, combined 7 kills. Naruto has got all of their kills. So that's pretty funny. But then again, he's watching the mid again. Will not see the player pinching him.
I have internet.
He won't see the player pinching him, but number 3 could do some damage here. Unfortunately, the Naruto has pushed up, and then again, he will call that crack, another player there. That's 2 players there, informationed, and we'll get ratio maybe, not too sure. ADS though, still in favour. Lemonade, he finds the kill right there. 1 player still pushed up for 302, chilling inside that broken, but now that, of course, 302 are opted to all push through and get A control here. First gunfight's going to happen. Crack will go for that bomb, but then again, Hype knows he's there. Hype will look to support. He finds the gunfight. Another player pushing up here. Lemonade will find the kill. Very, very good from him as well. Very comfortable. But then again, now going into the 3v2, ADS needs to find a little bit more coverage. Then again, they're going to try and find it here with Killua, who could pinch at any time and take out those 2. He's waiting for his teammates now just to get information, because bomb is down. He now is going to decide, you know what? I'm going to pinch here. If I can get a player down, makes it a 2v1. Comfort. Just needs communication nonetheless. But Killua finds that kill. Now make it a 3v1. Very important. ADS themselves will not see that, of course, Melts has pushed up inside Trench. Melts finds a huge 2. Can he actually pull off the 1v3? Can he pull it off? It looks as though he will get that bomb down, because look, ADS, Killua is going for a hard wrap here, and dare I say it, he can do it. No, he can't. Killua just about wins the gunfight. Just about wins the gunfight. And he did waste his day there, but my god, Melts could have won the 1v3 there, and I definitely thought he did win it there, but Killua, with the more power, took him out, Chase.
Damn, he even went for the body teabag and on his defeated opponent's body. Holy Killua, that's User, one of our top players so far this league, coming off of ADS. The man's reaching legendary status with clutches like that. But over on the side of ADS, we can't overlook the fact that Naruto is absolutely stomping the other team, leaving them with practically no kills on their sides. I believe 3 players on the side of 302, dropping only 1 kill each. I think there's still even 1 player with a donut potentially. Nope, that one's gonna have 1 kill. So yeah, you got 1 kill for Kierno. You're gonna get 1 for Crack. You're gonna get 2 for Convex, 3 for Melts. That's 4 for Busky. Man, they're just not having a good night when it comes to the search and destroy. But ADS looking like they're gonna say goodnight and tuck in these princes on the side of 302 if they can get themselves this last round to go their way, as well as potentially seeing themselves with the first 6-0 search and destroy in the books for the league. But I'm gonna quickly just knock on some wood here, because I don't want to jinx nothing. But here we go. Both these teams patient, really waiting for this first pick, working hard for it. But on the side of ADS, I don't know what's up. They're just not wanting to touch B at all. It's like it's got the cheese touch from Diver Wimpy Kid or something. But 302 also playing for this A, just very conditioned to watch for this A, and they're gonna get the first opening kill here. but the kills get traded out. ADS going to get an answering kill there, so that's going to start sparking some attention as another kill is going to come in for ADS. The bomb's going to be ready for the plant here. 3 kills for ADS. Are they going to do it? Another one comes in. One last player from the side of 302. They know where he is. They call him out, and ADS win the 6-0 search and destroy. Holy smokes, folks! Not something we predicted, but definitely something we all fudging enjoyed.
I mean, I predict they'd win, but you know that's counted out. Chase 6-0, domination, demolition, absolute destruction. 302 didn't see it coming. Creamy would have done better there. He would have.
Oh my gosh, you could drop that. Come on, drop that one.
I mean, real, he would have done
Drop
better.
that
I
one.
mean, there's
You're
no
shooting a dead
organisation.
horse here.
You're shooting a dead horse. That's true, say. But then again, 6-0 is quite embarrassing, especially after a really hard point. I think the domination, though, does favour 302 because their respawns have been pretty good today, as well as that. But just notice one thing: if ADS can get a respawn, they win this series. Anything stopping is 302 being so dominant on the respawns.
Well, that could be the case, but if my memory does serve me correct, which it has done multiple times in the past, that there was a CDL series in the CDL this season. I believe Toronto Ultra versus Chicago, or Toronto Ultra versus some team, and they 6-0'd them the first S&D, and then the second S&D they lost it. It was against New York. They won a map 5. It was in the New York homestand. New York ended up winning map 5 S&D against them to knock them out after they took the first S&D. Toronto took it 6-0. It was definitely a stomp. And that could potentially be what happens here too. You know, if the next S&D gets shucken up, it is going to be a Petrograd's S&D as well. And we both know how that one can be a bit iffy from times, and can also be a lot less transparent and, you know, simple and predictable as an Arklov peak can be.
Well, that was an Arklov peak. I do believe that we're going to be revisiting Gunrunner for Domination Chase. Am I correct?
Yes, you are, as that's going to get queued up for the next track or the next map. Quickly, we might want to just quickly touch on the stats from the last map here before we jump into this one, as I believe we had an absolutely beautiful performance out of Naruto.
Naruto, he was actually good last week as well. He was one that I was like, oh, this guy's cracked. I mean, obviously I got the wrong saying, but you know, Naruto actually was like genuinely good.
Off and off.
Yeah, well, that's just funny. As far as things go though today, again showing that he really is a leader and a star player here. What could he do really? I mean, just get some organisation down to the team. His teammates need to work around him and how he's playing. You got the Naruto show and 4 people playing in it. They just need to figure out how he does it and where to pick up. Because once they pick up, they win everything. Once they figure that out, ADS win everything. That's how it is.
We're also seeing what's it called? Hype over here going that also went 8-4. With, you know, I believe that was a great performance out of him. He's also one of our players to watch, I believe. If I'm correct, he took the series MVP in ADS's last match that they had last week. So hopefully things there, you know, were good. You know, hopefully he carries that moving through, as that performance is going to definitely need to. He's definitely going to need to repeat that performance in the next one. That's going to be the domination on Gunrunner, as we're going to get that one set up right about now, as that one's going to start queuing in with the host, and both these teams still ready in the lobby here. It doesn't look like we're going to see any substitutions come through by either of these teams, but we are going to see some action come through as Gunrunner domination. What is your prediction for that one, Connie?
302 win it, 160-110. They actually had a great first domination, or the first half of domination on the last week, so let's see how they do this week and actually maintain that structure. What are you saying?
I'm definitely going to go with 302 on that as well. I'm going to say it's going to be really, really close. first half, and then it's just going to be a practically just a circus at the end, in the second half.
I'll agree with you there. I'll agree with you on that one.
It's going to be 3-0-2.
3-2, we'll see. But then again, when things get going, they get going. When it rains, it pours. And right now, the gameplay is off and running. Then again, ADS controlling A and B off the break there, of course, had the good side to start with. But then again, 3-2 are opting actually to play a CB here. Not really favouring it as per se. They want to get the flip ideally pretty much now if they want to have a good chance of taking it over. But Convex right now finds one. Cannot find them in AZ. Trades are very scrappy, flip-flopping over across the board. And ADS will still maintain control if they keep the trades like this. If they pick up a trade, they win. I mean, it's when the two free pieces happen on 3-2 side, that's when the momentum shifts, Chase, because then that B flag is going to change hands, and maybe the A flag is lucky too as well.
Yeah, right now, momentum's interesting. Which team has it? For certain, it does look like it's going to be the side of ADS with the upper hand. Going into this one right now, 21 points to 8. But I just want to make a quick note of the classes here and what teams are running, as we're going to see 4 ARs on the side of ADS to 4 submachine guns on the side of 302. And out of those 4 ARs, we will be seeing none other than Hype on a Ram.
Ooh.
Interesting enough.
Yeah.
That is spicy, my dude.
That's something that I don't really see as often, but then again, when I do see it, it is something to laugh at, because the Ram, Parasite's favourite gun of choice. A lot of the American AMs are using it. The EU had never really touched it, to be honest with you. They only really used it Uzi for a day, and then that was about it. We kind of stuck to our roots. But then again, the Americans branched out, found some goodness in the Ram, and it really dominated in a lot of these control game modes. And Hardpoint and Domination saw the best of it, but right now Domination, ADS are going to go for that C right now. They're looking to really control it, which is what they're doing now. A 10-point lead here, along with these neutralizations. They're getting a good 2 ticks off here, meaning one thing. We can see ADS take a very comfortable 20-30 point lead here off of this good side, which is very strong, Chase, along with the trip cap right now as well.
Yeah, the trip cap's going to come through for ADS, and it's a bit surprising for me, seeing as they're only rocking 1 trophy. But over on the side of 302, they also do have a player in Kierno that's not rocking specialist kill streaks. So both these teams, 2 trophy to 1 versus 5 specialist score streakers to 4. It's a little evenly matched there. If not, who would you say is losing out the most on that one?
Who would I say is losing out the most on what exactly, Chase?
One team with two trophies, and then 4 players with the specialist kill streaks, versus another team that's going to be ADS that have 1 trophy but 5 players with the specialist kill streaks.
ADS. ADS are making work on Domination because they're just playing fast P every single time on good side. Now, as you can see, the 30-point differentiation is going to come in here, but 3-2 have started settling a little bit more, having that A flag. They're starting to realise we need to stack P and take out ADS in order to regain our lead, but ADS taking a very comfortable 30-point lead here, which is, well, what I said, really. I mean, 3-2 now starting to get some control here and starting to wipe out ADS. Hype, though, just needs to put pressure on that flag. That's what he needs to do now. Listen. 40 points up, 30 points up, you need to pressure B flag. Number 6 here, AIM is actually going to go ahead and take out a player, I do believe, on, well, he didn't there, but he was trying to play for an A flag there. An AC can work at this point in the stage, but really, you just want to kind of scare 302. You kind of want to get them off B, pinch them out of A, and just keep them tracked back in deep A. That really is how you scare them, Chase.
Yeah, and scared is how they're looking right now. That is 302. Who are back against the wall here, looking with only 50 seconds left of this half. They themselves only around 50 points, finally securing 2 flags in what seems like has been minutes on the side of ADS, who have just had a 2-flag lead or 2-flag cap, have been holding that for such a long, comfortable time with a great lead. We both predicted 302. We're going to take this map. Our predictions kind of looking a bit rough near the ends of this first half, but if like what you said is true, and that's ADS working best when they have the better spawns for themselves, then with the next half spawning out, I believe for them it's going to be the preferred side. That's going to be C. they should be comfortable enough to hold that one and really glide on through the finish line in the second half. That's if they obviously start off with the right spawns. But if Coalition, if the side of 302 do get the good spawns going into next half, how much of a difference do you think that's going to make with the momentum in this series?
Not much, unless of course 302 get a trip cap in the first 30 seconds or minute. That's how they win it, really. They need that. They need it. That's not out of me saying that it's just the best way to be. No, you need to put pressure off the break. You need to just bully ADS. You need to bully them, and it's not gonna work otherwise, Chase.
100%. But the utility is going to come on through. You guys saw the smokes over by Cole. That's going to give some time for the teammates to obviously cross more safely there. But all that gunfight while everything's going on, you know, Convex nice and tucked in his corner, looking to just play sort of to keep this A flag grounded, blue for the time being, and you know, making sure that at least they have one plague getting them points. But I believe it's going to practically take all of their manpower to really muscle through that B flag, if that's what their wish is to go after that flag first and not to really mess things up with the C flag and draw attention that way, as we've seen that time and time again be an effective strategy, and that's pissing off the other team by drawing their attention to C and then having your teammates, you know, bait and switch on over to B. We'll see if these players can do that, but first they got to get rid of that player on the God Heady behind that crate. And that's going to be, I believe, Naruto doing the work over there.
Naruto right now will be very comfortable as well, just kind of locking out 302 in these spots. But then again, having two ARs pre-aimed on B flag is a strategy and a half. Right now, 302, of course, are stuck in A. They're deep. They're getting bullied. They're not doing what I told them stuff to break. They are getting a little bit bullied here. The lead now extended to 40 points. ADS taking control. Killfeed though, very flip-floppy. Then again, you don't want it to be flip-floppy or even in the side of red. If you are 302, because flip-flop kill feeds mean absolutely nothing in this game mode. You really kind of want to focus on the fact that AIM's getting 3 pieces, Melts is getting 3 pieces. Well, he got 2 free pieces, but then again, the cap's coming quite comfortably. Quino, though, is being a superstar, Chase. He is being a superstar right now, 16 and 14. Previous map as well was, although it was a 1 and 6 in the S&D, respawn was really good. He's kind of gelling well here, dare I say it.
Definitely ADS. Quite a few of their players are really coming together, sort of like the beautifulness of a nice fish and chips. It's a perfect combination, sort of like this ADS team is looking like right now. I might be saying this, making this reference out of my hunger, or maybe I'm making it out of how my hunger is being sort of, my appetite for this awesome Call of Duty gameplay is being quenched by the side of
Get
ADS,
to the chase.
as they're bringing such a dominant dong to this table.
Sort of. I don't extend it to that point, but then again, 302 are finding more control. 2 flags capped here, 2 minutes left. Realistically, they can win off this. They need to actually get a trip cap though. They need to get a trip cap and they win. Now Chase, when it passes a minute and nothing's changed, ADS will be declared winners. But so far, you're seeing it now. ADS are actually opting to go ahead and put pressure all on A and C, get a nice neutral there. But right now, they can play for a very good B here. They can play for a very good B here, but right now, 302 are starting to lock it down a little bit here. If number 2, Crack, makes a play and actually cuts through, he can actually get some more control and push through and maybe get an A neutralization. He doesn't want to push him out of there, though, just yet. He wants to get control. Naruto needs help, and right now, Chase, B is all blue.
For blue, and B is blue, as 302, wow, all the rhymes right there, as 302 is looking like they have some life here in the ends of this domination, but it's too little too late as the ticks come on through, and as ADS passes 160, we all know what that means, guys. That means it's mathematically impossible for the side of 302 to get back into this one, and at this point, you've got to be looking at their IGL and hoping that that IGL can keep this team's sort of head still in the game, as they got more in this series to go, as this is only map number 3 that we're going to be having put in the books soon after this has been a long domination. And quite a convincing search and destroy. All the momentum in the world is with ADS right now, but 302, can they do it? Can their IGL keep them together? Can their heads still be up high? And can they bring us a hard point performance like we saw in the first one? That's going to be key, because their first hard point, oh, mama, was that a spicy meatball, was it not?
Please don't ever do that again, Chase. But yes, it was a spicy meatball. Now, as far as things go, beautiful from ADS, as you called earlier, they won mathematically. But as far as things go, 302 can win it still, so can ADS, but then again, ADS got a respawn, and I said they get a respawn, they win the series. I will still stick to that, Chase, and attest to it as long as I live.
Yeah, I'm just reading chat there. It looks like Melts is back with the fries. Yeah, of course, he's as we've seen, his team sort of hasn't been really showing up at all here. It looks like they all have actually been out shopping. By the looks of it. Over at Melts over there, 13 kills in that map. It's
Question
not very
marks. Question marks,
not
Chase.
looks like he's been doing more eating than shopping or
That's
than
what we're
anything
saying.
there. He's not been melting much there, if anything. The side of 302, they can do this, right?
They sort of.
They
They
can.
sort of can, but we need to see after this very good commercial break as to who really will take over. I think ADS, but Chase thinks 302. We'll see you in 3.
And then I said the dog is black and white. You know, like the belly and the fur on the top. You know what I mean?
That's the best.
Oh, hey guys. Didn't see you guys there. We're back. Little bit of technical issues, but you know, at the end of the day, I was able to get a great joke in that really didn't sit well with Connie. But you know what's sitting well right now, and that's ADS in a powerful position, a top 2-1 score right now. Connie, what do you think is going to happen to our map number 4? And what is our map number 4?
Our map number 4 is, dare I say it, a Hackney Yard hardpoint. Now, I love Hackney. I don't like Hackney. Did you see what I did there? Yes. Hackney
You're
is
specifically talking about a location in the game and outside the game.
Yes, I love the map. I hate the place. It's just how it is. It's how it's got to be. It's how it's going to be said and done. And so far, Hackney Hardpoint would favour it would favour 302 because it's a sub map and ADS have ran ARs the entirety of this whole game. But then again, I would say 302 takes this one because their hardpoints are pretty sick chase. I don't know about you, but they are pretty sick.
Yeah, not as sick as obviously a COVID patient, but we're talking about a different kind of sick here, right?
What?
You heard me.
Oh, very insensitive, Chase. You should know better. I'd like to apologise right now to the whole audience.
I'd like to apologize for absolutely. Okay, no, I'm not Conor McGregor. Okay, but here we go. We got ourselves that Hackney Yard hardpoint coming to you guys shortly. What was your prediction again? Or have you not said it already?
302 take this one.
We think 302 take it, and we see ourselves in a map number 5. I genuinely think that ADS are going to take this one. It's going to be a 301. I've been saying 302 for the last 2 maps in a row, and they've choked and they've lost it for me. I'm going to say ADS in the hopes that maybe 302 win it. But here we go. I hope ADS wins this one, folks. So we get a quicker series, and I can get back to telling Connie some more terrible jokes, which he totally loves, right, Connie?
He doesn't say anything to me during the intermissions. He just sits there on his phone texting his girlfriend. Don't get it confused, chat. This is how it really is. As we cut now to the gameplay, it's a little bit tighter and a little bit more fun because Bushki right now is going to push out through and try and find some kills here outside of P1. He of course summoned AZ with first challenger and take him down. 302 now controlling it, but then again number 6 aim right now, pushing up on the far right side of green and down, going to try and get some spawns coming for his team. Unfortunately gets taken down again, but now spawns coming for ADS and they're going to be all in favour of that green side. Pushing through as well onto the P1. They're breaking both lanes right now. Very powerful, very fast, very quick. ADS do not want to miss out. They want to take over. They want 302 spawns. They want those spawns badly, but number 8 Hype is going to be your guy right now to try and make that play for him, and it's going to be a very difficult task right now because he himself isn't supported and is taking out a lot of ARs in the process. Then again, deals with him, melts right now, taking all the steps to take him out and get something going, but Naruto, the guy, the router, the pacer, the maker, is going to try and get something going here. Unfortunately, smoke's going out. We'll see some players right now. We'll, of course, call out 2 more players outside of P1 if he has the correct tools in his book. But all it really comes down to right now is Zero here, Kahlua. It really needs to be watched right now because Kahlua himself, he can't be too sincere about it.
I feel a little bit bad for Kirano right now. This is what I think 4 maps in a row now of him not having specialist kill streaks on. That's gotta be hurting when he gets over that 3 kill threshold there for the first specialist streak, or specialist perk. But both teams, for the first time this series, are rocking the same AR to submachine gun ratio at 3-2.
Still very high. I haven't seen a 2 AR Hackney in 6-7 months.
Yeah, but still, ADS Gaming showing us why their name is ADS. That's what is it? Aim down sights, as they're aiming down their sights a lot faster in most of these engagements than 302, which tends to win them. Because, to be frank, there are a ton of 1 versus 1 engagements that have been happening around this map, as flanks are happening constantly to reposition themselves around to get the spawns here, as ADS are going to be looking to flip around the spawns, just as I'm saying this, over at this P number 3, as it's still going to be 302 with the point. Don't get me wrong there, but ADS definitely in a better position in terms of the spawns for that one. And I even think they are set in a better position if they can win a few gunfights here for this next hill to hold spawns for P4 and / P5.
Realistically speaking, there's only one thing I can tell you right now. That's ADS got a 40-point lead here, and they were on bad side Hackney. So 302 really need to get something going here because, dare I say it, it ain't looking too pretty, Chase. Killer, 2-8, and is still winning by a comfortable 50 points. 40 points, sorry.
Those of you in chat, if you're playing the drinking game, he said, dare I say it.
There's going to be a lot of drinking tonight, I can tell you now. I'm just watching ADS just run over 302 in Hackney Harbon.
Yeah, if you're ADS, it's drinking to be celebratory, but if you're 302, drinking to forget, folks. As they're going to be down 2-0 to start off the league, 0-2 if they aren't able to pick up and really drop some bars, some freestyle-y bars here, like they were able to do on the first hard point. That basically, you know, their performance really serenaded us with some great Call of Duty gameplay in that hard point opened things out. But where has all that magic gone? Well, obviously that 6-0 definitely shook the side of 302 at the core. But to really think they'd be this far back in this position after that performance they put on the hard point, Connie, could you have expected that we'd be here right now with this 2-1 for ADS after that hard point?
Well, I did fancy 302 getting a little bit more comfortable after that first map and maybe taking it 3-0. Again, ADS are just shining. Hype actually was on a 10 kill streak at the start of the game, I'm pretty sure, or at least a 9 kill streak, so he had a really flying start to break through and get to that P2 sorted. ADS themselves have actually flushed out 302 pretty well here. Naruto is just having fun. He's having fun, but he's pushing them out to the point now where they're not going to be spawning up. Oh, never mind, they're actually spawning up all the way back in P2. I thought P1 was going to greet him, but then again, the players right now in ADS are just enjoying things because all Killer needs to do now is sit in the hill. He has got 120 seconds to his name in this map, purely just by letting his teammates push out and kill things, because that's what ADS do. They push out, they take out anything they see. Then again, 302 are trying to do it, but it's not really executing very well. Lemonade though, throwing the smokes down, getting his teammates to push through, but then again, Crack is actually pushing all the way up right now, and he's not really going to get any cover unless Lemonade pokes his head right now through this, and well, dare I say it, 302 now got out of this and try and break through, but Lemonade now ARing with some beautiful shots, taking down a lot of these key positions here that 302 are trying to hold. He will find more players though pushing down through his middle. Lemonade right now is going to find himself that special sauce, the ingredients on the way, finding these players right now. Will he find a fifth? Yes, he will. Will he find a sixth? Will he? No, he won't. But that was beautiful there from Lemonade. Great movement, beautiful shots. Just kind of breaking down 302 there in the best possible way, Chase.
Sure, you saw a great sort of string of kills come in for Lemonade, showing us why he is one of those MVP candidates for the league already. But right now, I feel like, to a degree, like I'm watching the next Call of Duty competitive already. I feel like I'm watching 4 versus 4 when you have these players on both sides, Killua and Brusky, just dropping abysmal numbers. You got 7 on the side of Killua, great, but 7 and 15, not looking hot. Same with Brusky, 5 and 17.
You don't need
Both
to
of
when
these
you're 70
players-
points up, Chase. At all.
Well, sure, your team's up 70 points, but you could be doing better. Actually, you know, fair shake. Killua does have 2 minutes of hill time. Give him props for that. But on the side of Brusky, man, pick it up.
ADS,
Pick it up.
perfect. Look at that. 302, now they're going to spawn out. Get in the hill, Hype. You need to get in that hill and hold it, because 302 now will be spawning deep. If you do not get out of that hill, then your teammates are going to spawn out. That's just how it works. You need to stay in this hill. You need to shut them out, because 302, if they break in, they're going to flip you all the way out back out to P1. That's just how it works right now. And Hype again will be realizing that.
Kyle, hold the rope. Hold the rope like all the other children. We are going on this nature walk together. You're not going to let go of that rope, or else I'm going to whip. No, I'm not going to whip you. Okay, never mind. I don't know where I was going with that, but ADS definitely know where they're going, because they're up 2-0 right. They're up to 200 points right now in this hard point. But 302 holding this hard point, this next hill, right now for the time being, quite convincingly. But Lemonade, a sneaky man, is going to make his way onto this point. and they're going to clear out these blue players and these blue arrows that are spawning in behind this point, and dare I say it, flip these spawns completely. What the heck were those spawns here? As we saw, both a blue and a red arrow both spawn out on the opposite side of the map. As action happening on this hill seemed to still be out with a more favorable position on the map. And maybe, just maybe, might be able to string together 2 hills and bring us this map win.
Map win could be done inside the P4. Actually, probably will be done inside the P4 loading onto the P5, because right now Hype is 30 and 14 on track for a 40 bomb. If he can control his shots a little bit more. But breaking it right now, he will see one there. One more to his right. He will not take him down. He'll push through and get some coverage. That man himself was going to be Bushki and Crack. Now Bushki takes his own life there. It's going to be down to these players on 302. Melts inside the hill, taking over, controlling, finding a bit more freedom in this second portion. Then again, Chase, we have seen comebacks before inside this map, and 302 actually are setting up fairly well here. Hackney is not one to be too shy of, but then again, ADS are breaking all across. They're breaking through every single door, every single coveted spot. But then again, 302 is in the corners. He's in the corners and using the pre-aims pretty well. So we're going to be seeing maybe a good setup here. ADS now are actually opting to track back here and get something going. But Crack, though, he's already rotated. He's going to be inside, and he's going to be floating around like a little butterfly. And he's going to be stinging like a bee very shortly. Teammates need to push out and control, because look right there. Crack is now in the hill. He is alerted. Teammates now know that he is going to be here. And now he's going to break. He's just going to find kills up top. All he needs to do is hold it. He'll push down now very shortly. Then again, ADS take care of him comfortably. And the flips are not coming in. Players are breaking in through both sides of these doors. The players from ADS are running out in pure fear. But then again, with only 15 seconds left to win this game, 302 needs to start making some plays and stop mucking around, Chase.
They look like they're about to get mucked. If you know that expression here in Toronto, that means just absolutely torn apart, eaten out completely, with even cleaning the plate with your tongue, if you've ever heard of that one. But here we go. We got 302 gonna grab that scrap time, or maybe grab the rest of the time on this hill, if lucky enough here to win these last gunfights. But there is gonna be a little bit of a lurker here in the red arrow that's gonna try to make his way onto the hill. He's gonna get taken out. So Crack, the man on the first rotation, early rotation for the side of 302, going to be able to save the last seconds of that last hill and push us to a third rotation of hills here. And this is going to be Killua jumping down from the rafters. His teammate's going to come on in for the assist to grab the bait and switch there. Purno on a multi-kill here. Can he get any more to help his team here? The contest comes in, but only for a millisecond as ADS clears off that last player. What an insane ending to this series, as ADS are able to win this one 3-1 with a massive performance in the last hard point.
I'll say it again, Chase. Impressive from ADS there. Of course, they were up by 70 points, but then again, 302 showed a bit of fighting spirit there, and some players, especially in the form of Convex and Crack, really were getting those plays across to the teammates and making sure that they did the work. But one thing's for certain right now, ADS take week number 2, their second victory in a row. Impressive stuff. Hype right now, in case you're unaware. 40 kill mark, 39 and 20. But really, your main man of this match has to be AIM, especially. Positive KD, 2 minutes in Hill. He just did work, really. He was alongside Killua. He was kind of being the player after Killua to route and get the kills around so that he can just sit in there. And it just worked out very well, Chase. It's a great balance, great map, and ADS take, again, another important victory.
You got to really look back to the drawing board here. You got to think, number one, what's happening? Your players, you have 4 players there that share almost the same exact amount of time on the hills. And then you have 1 player that's only at 1.2 minutes. You know, like, you can't expect. It looks like right now their players are fighting over who's not playing the objective, who's not.
I couldn't really care less, to be honest with you. I couldn't really care less, Chase. They lost. You take it on the chin and move on. That's how this game's meant to be played.
But I do have to agree with some of the people in chat that are saying, you know, Convex, he does need some extra help on this team, and if it's bringing in another player to try to shake up the mold of the team again. You know, maybe that has to happen. Maybe it's just a bit of, you know, more scrims, more practice. You know, this game has been out for a while, so you'd think that most of these players have had a ton of practice on it and are already semi-goated.
Yeah,
but
sort
they're
of.
not. This is the amateur league, folks. Teams have to lose. Teams have to win. That's how it is at the end of the day. And today's winner and losers, well, today's winner is going to be ADS, and today's loser going to be 302. Let's hope that both these teams can bring us a wonderful performance next week, as we won't be seeing them for the rest of this week. Instead, we are going to see you guys with some amazing action tomorrow with our doubleheader of the week.
Big wins for me and you right now. 2 games tomorrow. Nice 12-hour sleep for me. I'm deserving of this as much as you are. But one more for the fans. Have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. Stay safe during COVID. And do not listen to Chase. Whatever he says next.
Quick one.
What?
I will, for those of you that are still in chat, I will quickly just remind you guys, it's going to be Dawn of Chaos up against Team Violence tomorrow. Telling you guys in chat, we're saying Violence before, we're cheering on Violence. It's going to be on tomorrow. And we got ourselves Clarity up against Onslaught Gaming. So those are 2 teams. Actually, both of those matches are insane ones. You got the first matchup. That's Dawn of Chaos up against Team Violence. Both teams coming off of wins last week. So who's going to be able to come out? The winning team being a 2-0 record, and the losing team being a 1-1 record, being the first team with a 1-1 record, too, in the league. And then on the other side, that's going to be Clarity and Onslaught Gaming, both teams coming out with losses. So one of those teams is going to be able to bounce back. The other one's still going to be fallen. So at the end of those 2 matches tomorrow, we'll have some great stories to share with you guys. But today, thank you for sticking around and enjoying